her to click. 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back, everybody.
Well, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. All right,
Howdy ho, neighborino.
we are on to session. Oh, this is gonna be a great one tonight.
You're doing
Szechuan.
great.
You're doing great, sweetie. We are on to session 8 of Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos, where we last left off. Um, group headed on to Sedgemoor to well, let's back up a little bit. So breakfast time came. We had some interesting developments from the Strixhaven Ball. Ezekiel got into an unexpected fight with Quint. Quentin took a big old punch at him with a flaming fist, and it was not good after that for Quint. He ended up getting a leg full of heat from heat metal, and he couldn't hear anything from blindness, deafness. And then Kadim headed over with Lelia, tried to extinguish the situation, but Quint confused, had a little bit of confusion with the deafness, tried to provoke an attack where Lelia broke his arm and put him in a state where he was not able to cast a spell. So um, at that point, we also see Shannistar interact with Ruxa. He gets a little bit of history about uh, Lou Imbros and potentially some information on his whereabouts, where maybe he was last potentially heard of. We also see Phelan dancing the night away with Felissa, um, the sole vampire student at Strixhaven. Um, Felissa just wanted one more dance, and they got one more dance. And we also had an interesting interaction with Alistaria. So Alistaria ended up seeing Oracle Yazdi, the head of Strixhaven, but noticed that something was off. Come to find out, it was a disguise of Lou Imbros, who was perusing the school, knowing that he was likely up to no good. Tried to convey this information to Mavinda, one of the head owls, and the um, the owlin that follows with her, whose name is escaping me. It's going to come back to
Nocturne?
Nocton. Nocton, thank you.
Oh,
So they
hey,
tried
everybody.
to
Hey,
Alistaria.
Stelia.
And the night comes to an end. Ezekiel and Phelan stay the night at Silver Quill campus, where imaginations can go to wherever. And
Woo!
then the next morning, everybody groups back up for breakfast, and Dina, the teacher assistant from Witherbloom, shared some unexpected news to Phelan and the group that she knew the whereabouts of Phelan's brother, Felix. In an act of confusion and frustration, Phelan decided to pull an ice dagger towards the throat of Dina and was about to murder a. I'm not gonna say murder a bitch, but murder a student in front of
Oh,
everybody.
a two-faced
Uh,
bitch.
tried to figure out what was going on. Dina profusely apologized, explained that Felix had been part of a unexpected lignification from one of their old projects, where some concoction had spilled on Felix, and he turned into part of a tree.
You say lichemification?
Oh,
Ligma ball.
lignification!
Ligmables? I'm
And
just kidding. You're doing great,
Hello?
buddy.
Mike's carving some ice cubes off of the Arctic.
Oh.
Poured whiskey.
Then once we get a little bit more story from Dina, she escorts the party through Sedgemoor. Sedgemoor is a swamp-like area that is bordering a couple of the campuses that some students like to use for a quiet area to study or to get away from the sometimes larger crowds of students and faculty to think and kind of get away, like nice, beautiful swampland. As the group get to where Felix is, they start to come up with a game plan, with Alistaria holding some branches away for the sunlight to hit Felix, much needed sunlight, all the way down to Shannistar coming up with a very unorthodox procedure to surgically remove the bark and revert the skin and organs back, as they had not been touched at all. Kadim and Ezekiel fight off unknown tentacle creatures coming out of the swamp trying to attack them.
Tentacle creatures, you're saying?
Yeah. All the tentacles.
Hmm.
Stop it.
We managed to get Felix back to normal. One of many outcomes that could have happened. So he is back to his full human form. This is roughly where we left off. So where we are at, Edgemore, what you all see, Alistaria, what you see where you're at is the Owlin lying near the Quandrix campus. You can tell that it's Quandrix just because of your responsibilities as watching over the school. You know of the campus and others, so you can detect that that's where that area is. The rest of you all notice Felix and Phelan just having a very touching moment. Kind of talking to each other. Dina is essentially kind of beside herself, not really feeling comfortable, close to them or close to you all. And the tentacle monsters that are attacking have subsided. What are y'all doing? Anybody have any interactions they want to do or anything like that?
Well, I'm glad the assault is over.
It's not over yet. I'm gonna go ahead and have Kadim, Ezekiel, and Shannistar roll perception for me.
Okay.
Dirt 20.
We.
You got a
The
3.
one
Kadim,
day one.
Yeah, I got a 3.
and you got a dirty 20.
Yeah.
And then you got the highest, Shannistar 21.
I did with a 21.
Okay. So Ezekiel and Kadim, you all notice.
Not me.
I'm sorry, Shannistar and Ezekiel. You all notice something that sticks out from the murky water. It's not something that is part of this area. It looks like a school book. It's a school book that is half submerged, half unsubmerged, and it's about 15 feet from you all in the swamp.
I'm not getting it. You get it.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll go get it.
Okay.
I live in a fucking jungle, bitch. This ain't nothing.
Yeah, you go through it. You definitely feel some vines, some stuff in the water, nothing too crazy. And you grab the book and come back, and you notice in the book it belongs to Tootie. You see a familiar name in the book. It is a numerology book. That's the study of equation, and it has Tootie's name.
Water.
Is Tootie's name in it?
Yeah.
I leave it there and come back.
Okay, so you just leave the book in the water.
I bring it back. I bring it back.
Okay.
She's
Alright.
muted right now, so she's not responding.
And yeah, you bring the book back.
What?
Alistaria, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ezekiel, go ahead.
No, you're good, buddy. Go ahead.
Alistair, you notice that from where you're at, that Felix is up. He's moving around. So you probably get the idea that maybe you don't need to be providing any more sunlight to that area.
Okay. I'll just come back down and join the rest of the group.
Okay. Alrighty. And as you fly back down, you notice you fly back down close to Felix. He's taken aback and he looks at you. Oh, hello. What's your name?
Oh, hello. My name is Alistaria.
Hi, I'm Felix. I'm Phelan's brother. He's just kind of like assessing the situation. Did you did you all save me? Like you all saved me, right? He's just kind of looking around, confused, and he just continues looking at Alistair and everybody. Thank you all very much. And he's just very gratitude. And I'm gonna try to give you a Phelan impersonation. Y'all ready?
Bye.
Ooh.
It was Shannistar who did the work. You might want to give him a more a bigger thank you. And he goes over to Shannistar and he looks over and without any hesitation just puts out a hand for a handshake.
Shannistar would shake his hand.
Okay, he
Very
shakes it.
firm grip.
Yeah, yeah. Felix, he gives you a firm grip as well. Shannistar, is it?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I can't. I'm in your debt.
No, your sister is.
He
But
just
to
looks
be
over.
fair, she did threaten me. So
Yeah, that's Phelan. She's the threatening type. She always gets her way with that type of attitude. And he just looks over at her and she's just kind of like looking off in the distance where like the sedge kind of just continues on. And he just looks over at Kadeem and Felix looks at you, kind of like looks over you. Where are you from?
Well, I am from somewhere very far away, but I was brought to Strixhaven and am acting as both a student and a guard to our party here.
he's our pet.
Well,
Damn.
I'm Felix. What's your name?
My name is Kadim, Mark II.
Cool to see you, Kadeem. I've never seen. You are one of a kind. Hey, is Plark still teaching?
Yes, he is the head of the Lorehold School.
Plarg was one of my first teachers. I have to go. I'll have to go say hey to him. I can't. And he looks over. And he just realizes I must have been asleep for a long time, long time.
I know how you feel.
He just pats you on the shoulder. He's like, thank you all, thank you. And he just looks over at Ezekiel, looks over at Shanstar again, Alsteria, walks over to Dina, and he looks over at Dina. What happened? What happened? And she just kind of like starts. Like you can tell she's already kind of like tearing up a little bit. Felix, I thought we lost you. The project, the lignificate, the tree, it's built, and you turned into a tree. I didn't know what to do, and he's just kind of like consoling her. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We're okay.
Stabber.
Say again.
I just said stabber.
You want to stab her? Is that what you said?
No, no, it was a joke.
He's just trying to like calm her down and looks over at Phelan and um he's like, hold on a second, Dina. He talks over at Phelan and you see a little bit of talking. He goes back over to the rest of the group. Hey, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna make sure Dina's okay. I'm gonna catch up with Phelan. Um, but we'll catch up with y'all here after. I know I think Phelan has class with y'all. I'll make sure she gets there. thank you all again so much. And he just starts like giving everybody a handshake and just very nice, very polite demeanor. Still kind of like reeling from the situation. I believe Shanstar gave him his coat to wear.
I did.
Okay, so he's got that on. Is there anything y'all want to say to either Dina, Valen, or Felix?
No,
Tony?
I told her she owed me.
We'll
I
meet
did
up with
not.
you again soon.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So as you all start moving out of the swamp, Ezekiel,
Yeah.
you notice some voice. You notice a voice that you're pretty sure what it is coming from your sack.
One of my boys.
Where that woman at?
Hey, babe.
Bring back Onyx.
You start hearing a voice from your backpack area. Hey, what the fuck is going on?
If you could not eat the inside of my satchel, I would much appreciate it. And I'll pull him out upside down like the ice cream cone he is.
You see the statue of Ifnir upside down. It's a very delicious backpack. Thank you very much.
I will leave you here in the swamp.
No, don't do that. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, let's keep going. Hey, what the fuck just happened? Was that dude a fucking tree? Is that what I heard?
You are very perceptive for someone who did not see anything.
You don't give me enough credit there, Ezekiel. You don't give me enough fucking credit. And you just start to see like his eye, one of his eyes is like gleaming, but the other one's just kind of flickering as you hold him upside down.
Are you putting a
And-
curse on me? And I just kind of like do the swivel like it's Play-Doh. Like, just
Oh.
make him face the opposite direction.
But I see you don't want to look me in the eye. It's okay. Nobody ever wants to look Ifnir in the eye. I get it.
I don't know what you're going to do with your eye. You just turned it on. I don't want to have it hit me like a laser.
Well, sometimes I wish both eyes work, but we don't always get what we friggin' want. And he just as y'all just keep walking, he's just this loud voice that just started talking. Been a very absent presence for the past couple events, but now he's just talking, just rambling. As you all start to continue walking through Sedgemoor, you start hearing this like plopping noise. Phelan, your passive perception's a 17. Or I'm sorry, Elasteria's a 17.
Yeah.
It's you can tell these past couple weeks of like got me off my game. So you notice a familiar face jumping around the area. It's Tootie. Tootie's just jumping around. Looks like she's trying to find something.
Put it.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, hello.
Wait, no, don't pull attention, no.
And she looks up and she sees you guys, and there's this expression of dread on her face.
It's weird. Our party
Oh.
has the same expression.
Oh, it's you guys! Wow, crazy, so cool.
Oh, it is the frog.
Ezekiel's
The
just
frog.
very blatantly like, no, it's you didn't see us, we didn't see you, right?
I believe the term the kids use is crazy girl.
Well, I'll be here. Have you guys seen, like, I don't know, a book around?
The library.
No. Like, it's like yay big and yay high and weighs yay much.
The library.
No, like it's like okay, this is kind of embarrassing, but like okay, so this is really embarrassing actually. I was trying to impress this some students and I lost my book here.
Is it this book?
But you put it back.
No, I grabbed it.
Okay.
What book?
I'm gonna hand out the book that I found in the swamp.
She's gonna grab it and she's gonna look at it and then she's gonna look at it upside down. Yes, this is the one.
This ain't my fucking book.
I'm gonna grab it back from her. Never seen it before.
That's
No,
my
wait.
fucking book.
It's my name. It has my initials, you fucker.
And why was this book in a swamp?
This happens. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes it's like when you look on the ground and you see a fly and you just eat it. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't do that.
Kadeem, does that happen to you often?
No, I cannot say that it has.
Mm.
Kadeem just
Sorry,
slamming his face into the fucking ground. A fly, a fly, fly, a fly.
Well, you can have my book back. Give it back.
Yeah, here you go.
Ezekiel, you start hearing Ifnir. Who the fuck is talking? Turn me around. Turn me around. Come on now.
Oh,
please."
fine. And like full body swivel like Batman in the 90s. You'll see this the frog the frog girl. You know her?
Frog. I ain't no. I don't know no freaking frog girl. You hooking up with a frog girl these days?
No, then goes right back in the pocket.
I ain't fucking leaving. So he's back in the backpack. You can start hear. You can still hear some mumbles, but like it's like when you have like a CD player in your backpack and it's not turned off. You just barely hear the music.
If you have anything important to say, make a gurgling noise.
You just he's like. "Bup, bup."
I'll look at Shanastar. I'll look at Shanastar and be like, that sound like a gurgle to you?
I think so.
Where were we supposed to bring the statue head to begin with?
The lake.
I'll pull the statue head back out. You gurgled?
Yes, yes, it did. And for your information, I am actually your freaking homework assignment. You're supposed to know about me and my life before I turned into a freaking statue.
That is right.
Wow, that sounds so boring. I'm not gonna lie.
Would you
And
care to share?
And you sound like a freaking headache.
Oh my god.
Okay, the head can stay.
Now you ain't gonna be learning about Ifnir and his life talking to me like that. You gotta show me a little bit of respect.
Shake it.
Ooh.
Choke him a little bit.
There's no like rattling. There's no inside. It's just like a solid piece. And you, because of the way that his like head is pointing, like it's a good hold. He just keeps like, it's like, oh great, this is hilarious. I'm fucking laughing. This is great. Thank you. Real good time.
I'm fucking laughing.
As you all continued, was there anything else y'all wanted to like ask Ifnir or anything?
Ifnir, tell us your life story on the way back to home, so that way when we get back, we can put you away.
Yeah, how the fuck are you talking?
He
Well,
asked
I
the
was-
same question of Kadeem.
Hey, it's very similar to your buddy Kadeem over there.
He's not my buddy.
Our freaking life essence is captured in this stone. The stone, if something breaks the stone, it needs to be put back together. I didn't ask to be put here, but I think my genius is the reason why I was saved in this statue.
Genius.
I, s- I cured a water shortage, you know. I did. I I'm credited for a lot of things. Fun fact.
That doesn't sound fun.
I thought the fun fact came after you said fun fact.
Well, the fun fact is, I'm a freaking hero over here. My civilization continued to thrive.
Oh yeah, which one?
Without you,
Now, they thrived with me and without me, but my peers, they
So-
couldn't stand next to me. Old
so
Ifnir.
if you're saying they thrived with you and then without you, then they would have just thrived without you.
Listen, I didn't ask you, Snake Boy.
Damn.
What was it that you did in your lifetime, Ifnir?
I did a freaking multitude of things. I was a freaking scientist. I studied the stars. I studied the ocean. I was a teacher. I was good with the ladies. I
Ugh.
did everything.
You're apparently also a liar.
I mean, I'm a liar.
I don't believe you studied the stars.
I don't believe you're good
Ooh.
with the ladies.
Insight check.
I was about to say, one of us rolls an insight check.
If y'all can roll an insight, absolutely against that.
Seven.
Oh, I got a fat ass dragon on my screen because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
You are not buying at all what he's selling. None of what he is saying is actually from what history you know, from the way he's talking, and from what little bit of interaction with Plarg with the statue head. This is not something that was actually part of Ifnir's life before. Um, there's an occupation that he had, but it was not a scientist. It was not a studier of the stars. Likely not a studier of the ocean. Very likely not good with
The
the
study
ladies.
of women.
Yeah. But don't you worry, we got all week. I'll tell you more about this. I got all the information for you. Just be nice to old Ifnir, okay? You get a good grade.
I think what we should do is let you spend the day with each individual person to tell them your life story. Let's start with Alistaria because she's the smart one.
He's very social.
Bird's
right.
the word. Come here. Come on. Come on, Ifnir.
I hate you all.
Come on, Alistaria, be a team player. Do it for the homework.
Don't you worry, Ezekiel. I'll be back.
Oh my god.
What if you lose the head in the swamp?
You get a bad grade.
Oh, bummer.
I don't know. Be to care.
Can you drown?
I already have a job offer. I do not need this.
So do you hand the statue to Alistaria?
I'm gonna hand it to her. I'm gonna like, as she reaches up for it, I'm gonna like kind of make it move its mouth towards her.
This is great.
He's a little bitey.
So Alistaria, you have the statue head of Ifnir.
Joy.
The pleasure's all mine, Alistaria.
This is Tom really flirting. Tom is actually flirting right now.
Oh man. So as you all continue walking, Ifnir continues babbling about the food that he liked, his favorite pet cat, Scrumples. He talks about favorite color, just kind of like nonsense. Shannon Star.
Hmm.
As you all are walking, where would you say you're at in conjunction with the party? As far as like not necessarily like a marching order, but like, is Shannon Star the kind who's going to be like in the front, the middle, the back, or are y'all
The
just like
back.
a wide the back? Okay.
You have to watch where your enemies are coming from.
Who would be in
I
the
would
back?
I'd probably be closer to Ezekiel because we seem to get along.
I'm
Okay.
definitely in the back.
Okay. So it sounds like what we have
Oh,
here.
and also apparently my dinner is in the back. So
Oh,
So we we have Tootie, Ezekiel, and Shannon Star, and then in the front we have Alistair and Kadeem. We'll do
Yes.
that.
I'm pretty much always going to be in the front.
So Shannon
Go
Star,
off.
from where are you? Where you're at? We'll say that you're not in the middle of Ezekiel and Tootie for this moment, but let's say you're on the right side. So on your right, you start to feel like there's maybe something coming into your perception. And then you start to hear something talk to you, and you hear something say, "See, Shannon Star, poisons are not always so bad."
who did you say said this?
A figure, just you.
Oh,
You noted
okay. One of those again.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
one of those. So a vision.
Can be used for many different things.
And then the second Yonti vision comes up next to him. You think we're all bad. You think we just want you to do the worst things imaginable. Not so, Shinstar.
Then tell me what you want and move on. I have class to attend.
Ooh, but I will. And then the first one interrupts him. Just make sure that you always have those poisons handy. You never know when you might need them. And then the other one like peeks over at him again, is like, yes. Trust when you think that you might need those poisons next time.
I already have plans in place for that.
The one next to you just kind of eyes where you place that vial. Good old Shannon Star. Always one of the favorites. I like your thinking. We'll stay in touch.
Leave me alone, spirits. I have better things to do today.
And then they're gone. So they are no longer there. You don't see anything. You don't feel anything. But we're gonna say, Hootie,
Mhm.
you all kind of hear it, but you all also see Shannon Star kind of looking over to the side as well.
So y'all are mentally ill. Gotcha.
Coming from a frog that lost her book in a swamp.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's different.
Is it? Your book's about numbers.
Yes, it is.
So you like math. That's pretty
No.
mentally ill.
I don't like math. I struggle with math.
Then why is your book about numbers?
You study numbers, dipshit!
Hmm. Ezekiel, I believe the right term is nerd.
Yes, that he's correct. He's a nerd.
Ah, good. Got it right.
Hmm.
He's usually followed with Lord Laugh.
Ah, this is the part we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready. Ah!
Oh my god.
So Kadeem and Alistaria,
Yeah.
as you all are walking, Ifnir decides to stop talking about his cat Scrumples. Anyway, that's when Scrumples had the biggest hairball I've ever seen. Hey, I got a question for you all.
Okay.
Y'all the freaking guardians of this school. You're the freaking guardian of the skies. And you're the freaking guardian of the halls. Why do we need so many freaking guardians around here?
I do not know. This was a task I was given by Plark.
Bad shit happens.
Bad shit do be happening. What do you mean you don't know your task, Kadeem? Are you ever curious about the why?
Of course, I have other matters on my mind, but I suppose I have always wondered why there are so many constructs that are needed. I have not seen much danger for the most part. So it is odd.
Hey, maybe that's a freaking good thing. I kind of like not having danger. Kind of like relaxing. It's kind of like one of my favorite things to do. Back before, probably this old statue. I was one of the best at relaxing. Probably was a little bit too laxed. And Luke starts talking to Alistaria. You ever see anything crazy in the skies? Ever see anything crazy happening?
Yes.
What's the craziest thing you've seen happen?
The fact that I was handed a statue head.
Oh, we got jokes. I thought just
I know.
Ezekiel had jokes. Everybody got freaking jokes. This is fucking great. I should be laughing more often.
If you begin to laugh, I'm going to put your face into the mud.
It's just, from where you're at, you just kind of see some of the glow just start to kind of like fade.
Ooh.
It's like kind of like powering down a little bit slowly, as if he is like shutting up.
Well, Alistaria is going to hold on to this statue head. She's going to fly up and then drop him. And then before he hits the ground, she is going to swoop back down and catch him.
Ooh,
Damn, sucks to be him.
your flying speed's like 30 feet.
Let me see. I think so. I believe so.
Just for the just because it could be funny. I'm gonna have you roll an acrobatics for that.
Oh, no. That was a 3.
It was a 3.
Yeah,
So you decide. So you fly up in the air. You go pretty high.
kind of. I mean,
Okay.
29
Start-
feet to be exact.
Yeah.
Flying up. What looked like kind of like the quiet of Ifnir can start to be heard as like, oh wait, where the fuck we go? And then that's all you hear, like from the people on the ground. But out there, you hear, wait, where the fuck we go? How do we go? Oh, it's so beautiful. Hey, this is pretty. And then you just drop them, and then you just start hearing the, wait, what the fuck is dropping? You don't catch him though. He just falls.
oh, okay.
Um, when he falls, the spike part like catches the mud like plump, and like the nose up is just like covered in mud.
Dude got brown nose.
He's just mocking you. Um, so where you all are at, you kind of see him like maybe 5 or 10 feet from you, just dropped, and then you see Alistair just flying in the sky. Alistair, you also notice that there's an overcast. You start to notice that there's a bit more cloud, since the early morning, so potentially could be some rain. Um, but yeah, Ifnir's just stuck in the mud.
Well, that was entertaining.
She's
I
just
got-
gonna fly back down and pick him back up.
you just hear like this, like getting out.
Ew, I hate that.
He just looks like a Dairy Queen cone after being dipped.
Yeah.
Well, he
And
looks
she
pretty
will
moist.
prestidigitation him to clean him back off.
Okay, what were we
Are
saying,
you
Mike?
going to keep being a smartass?
It's just.
You know, oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was just adding. He looks pretty moist.
I prefer if you don't use the word moist, and then as he says that, like you see the mud kind of clear off of him. Hey, that's pretty nice. Thank you, Alistair. Oh,
Sorry.
you're my favorite.
Are you gonna keep being a smartass?
What are you gonna do if I say yes?
Do it again, but this time off the bridge.
Okay, maybe I'll think twice about being a smartass again. So I'm good right now.
Cool, thanks.
Um. Anyway, where was I? I had my cat Scrumples. One time, it jumped real high, and he just keeps talking about Scrumples again.
Anybody have
I
a silence spell?
No.
I don't think I've taken them yet.
Damn.
So you all make it out of Sedgemoor. You all are now in what feels like a very ordinary like school surrounding. It doesn't feel like y'all are in just like this swampy area anymore. There's concrete. There's um what looks like greens that have been well kept. There's a lot of student activity. You all are at this point coming close to the Quandrix campus, um, with your all's knowledge of what your next class is, being anatomy and physiology. Um, you all start heading towards the Quandrix campus. Um, at this point, um, let's see here. As you all continue walking, Kadeem, you notice Lelia standing outside with some of the guards people, that are kind of like the people who watch the outside of Quandrix campus. She walks
Mm-hmm.
up to you and she says, "How's Kadeem today?"
I am doing just fine. Thank you for asking, Lelia. How are things with you?
Doing well. Quint is better. His arm is in a cast. Can't believe
That
that.
is good to hear.
Good for him. I'm surprised he tried to use a freaking fire spell on me.
Yes, quite a mistake on his part. I guess you showed him.
Well, I wanted to meet you in your group and let you know that I was able to acquire an audience with Essex. I believe I may have mentioned her to you.
Yes, I believe so. This is the being from Quandrix, correct?
Yes, Essex is a teacher that was actually made by the Quandrix students. If anybody was to know of the beings that you fought in your past, it would be Essex. Normally, she's teaching right now, but I was able to get an audience for you and your group to meet her, to maybe find out what your past really was about. I like you, Kadim. I want to make sure that you find closure in your life and know what these are. If this helps, I'm glad to do it.
Thank you, Lilia. I have to say I am fond of you myself.
Um, she notices that
Peace is
you
the
don't have a weapon.
night. It's a beautiful
Now
night.
kiss.
What was the weapon that you had before?
I had a spear.
She looks at you. Your weapon's gone. Here, take mine.
Yes.
She hands you a spear.
Oh,
So
well, thank you. Yes, my spear got destroyed in our last combat.
Weapons come and weapons go. I trust this will be put to good use. If you need any other weapons, I've got all the weapons, Kadim.
Well, we still have to spar at some point, so I will keep that in mind.
Yes, in due time. And this is a +1 short spear. You can add to your inventory.
Oh, okay, cool. I will do that.
And she looks and sees your party is there. Does anybody have any questions for Lelia or wants to do anything on the outside of the entryway of the campus?
Who are you again?
She looks down at you, and she kind of kneels down because your height. I'm Lealia. I'm one of the protectors of the school. And what's your name?
Tootie Pootie.
Tootie Pootie. Nice to meet you, Tootie Pootie. And she stands back up. All right, now follow me. And she's just kind of like escorting y'all to the hall where Brux's class is, and Essex is not too far from him. So it's 11. If y'all want to go ahead and just take a quick break, if you need to take Shiloh out and to take our dog out, get a quick refresher. We'll take like 5-10 and then resume.
I'm good with it.
Sounds good.
Campus, Tootie, this is very much home for you. This
Oh
is
yeah.
This is the campus that you frequent quite often. It is very much it's 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 not very swampy as much as it is more like a utopic kind of like rainforest kind of area where the greenery is very symmetric and the water's very clean, and there's a lot of topiaries, and it's like a big old greenhouse. Is the best way to describe Quandrix. And the reason for this is because fractal summoning, it takes up a lot of space. It's a very challenging way to create the summons that they do of all different animal types, and it just lends to a very distinct difference between Witherbloom, which could be very comfortable for a lot of people. For your character, you can be comfortable in the swamp area just as much as like a waterfall, lily pad area. So,
Oh
but this
yeah.
you kind of you start to kind of like say hey to people and give them like the hey what's up, or you see Adrix and Nev, the merfolk teachers, and they're just like rolling their eyes like stay out of trouble, Tootie.
What's up?
And Ezekiel.
Yeah.
So Lealia in front leans back over and says to you, Quint is in full recovery if you want to visit your friend.
Oh yes, I very much would like to make sure my good buddy Quint is just he's on the right path to recovery. Anything he needs, I can make sure that he's going to get.
Well, hopefully Quint will no longer have any more or arms break. It is not acceptable the way that he punched you like that. But it seems like you all get along.
But he's like a brother to me. I mean, he might not want you in the room because like you kind of broke his arm, but where is he? Can you take me to him? Just stay out the sight.
Sure, I'll be more than happy to take you to him later on today. He hasn't really had any visitors. It appears as though his girlfriend hasn't visited him today.
Oh goodness. I heard she had some issues walking this morning, but nothing after that.
I will go make sure she's okay.
Oh no, she's no
Running off
no
the
need.
night, goodbye.
No.
She may be in need of medical assistance. I will come right away.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Just became a fucking softcore so quick.
So as you all are walking, you walk into what looks like a almost like a big old planetarium area. It's within the greenhouse is this room that is very oval like, that it doesn't have any windows. It's designed to have luminescent lighting, almost like the very dim light for studying, as if there's a lot of projections that are used in this area. And I'm now going to send a picture of what you all see in Discord. Let's see here. Curriculum chaos. And what you see, I will eventually find. This.
Oh, don't like that.
Oh,
Which
Can I fuck it?
we had that same question last session, and we never got an answer.
It's because I don't have an answer. I don't know what to say. I'll give me time to think it over. I don't know
He's
the
got a
idea.
nice big old blue practicey on the other side of
Blue-
him.
I was like, how is he gonna put an OC on what? I have to
I was
know.
picking my words as I talked.
So Lelia walks you all to this being, and what you notice is that surrounding this being are Quandric students that are almost performing their studies standing up with a book in their hand. And you all notice that occasionally they're writing and then they're doing this, like they're moving things like you would see, like, I don't know, like Marvel movies, that like Iron Man loves to do this, like doing that. So you see people like writing and thinking, and they're doing like what looks like equations on like the bottom area of this being. Um and as you all come near it, Lelia turns around, looks over to Kadim and everybody. Everybody, this is Essex. Essex is the uh, fractal teacher of Witherbloom. Kadim, I will see you later. It was nice seeing you all again. And do y'all have any questions for Lelia before she leaves?
Did she say Witherbloom?
I'm sorry, Quandrix. My apologies.
No, you're good.
Thank you.
I'm just double checking.
I appreciate
uh,
it.
thank you for the direction, Lelia. I look forward to seeing you again.
My pleasure. Thank you. And as she walks away, this being that in a way looks like it has eyes and has these floating little things about it, um, just has this voice that just boasts out, and it says, "Welcome, welcome, welcome." It just kind of echoes. It just says, "Welcome."
Sup, Teach?
Hi, Tootie, Tootie, Tootie.
Ah, this is where all the math nerds live.
Don't like this. Where is Quint?
It doesn't know what you're
Hi, puppies.
doesn't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Dad,
Go ahead.
can you take
That's the second time
Um,
she's done that.
Thanks, Dad.
The second time she's done that, so.
Yeah, you heard that.
So when you say where's Queef, damn
Sorry,
S6 doesn't acknowledge it, but you do hear Ifnir near you all. Is your freaking friend's name is Queef? Are you freaking kidding me? What kind of friends y'all have named Queef?
I misspoke. I'm sorry. I'm looking for Quint.
I'm pretty sure he's your direct descendant, so you're related to that.
Yeah, you spawned the queef. Good job.
At this point, you hear another boastful noise coming from Essex. Are you Kadim?
Yes, yes, I am Kadim. Mark II.
Kadim, step forward.
Okay,
like
he does. He's a little nervous, but he does.
So what you all start to see is this like purplish light that starts to scan um Kadim, and just as quick as it scans, it produces a large projection that you all see. And Kadim, you immediately know what this projection is. It's very similar to the projection that um was at the history class. It is the beings that terrorized your your civilization.
Okay.
You want to know about these?
Yes, I do. These beings are the ones that destroyed my civilization.
And then there's just a pause, and then you start to see more people like study, and then she goes, long ago, and it just startles all the people that are like studying, and they just stop and they just kind of like look up at her. Long ago, before many people, before many civilizations, there was the Su Car, a fractal being that was born, that never met its creator, that never met its maker, that never knew its purpose, a fractal that hungered for knowledge. Very primitive, not knowing its origin, it aggressively sought this information, not realizing how much it would grow from this. The Sukar fractal had its own intelligence, although the theorists that created this being were not aware of this. They would not live to see this being and what it would do. She goes on and projects a different, like, instead of the hologram of the being, it projects this like very tiny like light, and then you see different like planets, and it's just like jumping towards planet after planet, and it's just growing in size. The Sukar fractal was highly unstable, and some serious theorists suggest, before its demise, that it was in great pain, only knowing emptiness, and therefore only leaving emptiness. Magic that was designed and brought a conscious but no guidance, just loneliness. And then projects another image of the fractal just kind of like ravaging. And then you notice it's like a slideshow of all these different civilizations that are just like ravaged. And then one of them, just as quick as all of them, was your civilization. You notice very clearly the culture, the landscape, in this bright purple projection, just clear as day. And then you notice that that she is pulling this knowledge, um, from her inner, like from her being, that she's aware of what this is, and she continues to say, the Sukar fractals are now no more, and are a lesson in artificial intelligence being made with purpose, drive, and most importantly, not alone in the world, and just echoes that.
I I see. I was rather concerned when I saw these. I believe a student called it a fractal. I feared it because the only fractal I had ever met was the one that had destroyed my former self and the rest of my civilization.
Here at Strixhaven, fractals are a basic equation that allow us to learn various beings, various structures, and different alike. And then you start to see some of the students where they were writing just with their hand, start to create different like beings of all shapes and sizes. And what you all start to see below Essex are these like blue geometric looking, you know, wolves, bears, um, and that is a big bird flying around, just leaving a bluish glow. You see one that is a big elk with big old antlers, and then Tootie. Roll me
Yes.
Arcana.
Okay. It's my time to shine, guys. Here I go.
Good luck.
17.
So Tootie behind you all puts her little hand up, and what creature would Tootie make?
A creature she would make. A flamingo.
Okay. So from where Tootie stands, this blue flamingo that is 30 feet tall
Oh,
just towers over the other creatures and is just a little short. I would say maybe a little more than half the size of Essex. So Tootie makes this wildly impressive flamingo fractal, and as it stands, the flamingo just looks up and it does the leg thing where it moves the leg up, and then this blue glowing effect happens with the leg, and you all notice this from where you're standing.
wow.
Impressed, aren't ya?
Tootie, I had no idea you could create these fractals.
Well, you know what they say, it's all in the mucus.
I have never heard that before.
I don't know what sound a flamingo makes, but you just hear this echoing.
Sorry.
And you just hear like other animal noises that are like chittering, chattering, roaring, squealing, but you just hear this like echo. And then Essex continues the conversation. Kadim, what happened to your civilization will always be remembered. Will never be forgotten. Because your civilization was not alone in the world. Let this be a lesson, like I said, to never be alone in this world. For what it can create can be devastating.
I appreciate that. Um, do you, my only other question is, what am I? Because the being that saved us was seemingly from another world, and I was created in its image. I am unsure of what I am.
So there's just a pause before Essex speaks, and you hear just another from the flamingo. Unfortunately, Kadim, sometimes we don't get to meet the architects that make us. Before I was a teacher, before I was Essex, before I was me, a Quandrix group of students sought out to make a project that was highly ambitious, one that would most certainly, as they say, make the grade and put them on the fast track for their lives to be successful. Little did they know that the equation that they would solve, little did they know that the project that they would undertake would create a life form, would create one with art, with intelligence. Kadim, those students are now dead. It has been a long time since those students have lived. And over those years, I've lost unfortunate sight of my own architects and who they were. I do not know who made you. I do not know where your person came from. But over time, maybe we can learn more and more about our architects as we pursue knowledge.
I
will
would
let you
like
know.
that.
I will let you know as I acquire more information.
Thank you, Essex. Your help is much appreciated.
You start to see some of these creatures kind of dissipate away from the students, and they continue their equations. Everybody, roll a perception for me.
Oh no.
That's a 19.
Okay. Hey,
30, 20.
Nice.
I'm gonna take my passive 17 because that was a 6.
I got my fat little dragon again. 22.
I'm gonna take my passive perception 15.
Wasting them all, Blake.
I know.
Damn.
I am. I'm gonna fail the time that I need it most.
You all,
But
you
it's
all are
so cute to see my fat little dragon just come eat the dice.
What
the
dice do
Thimbershot?
you have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Thermashot.
How do you get those? Oh.
It's on D&D Beyond. It's
Oh.
one of the free dice things they give out.
That's the dice I have. I just haven't gotten a 20.
Yeah, if you get a 20, he'll come eat the dice.
My man.
Damn. Mike, we got to get you a 20 before the end of the night.
Can we save it for next session?
Oh, yeah. So y'all are quite the perceptive. I think there's just a lot going on, and y'all are taking it in very on a very high level of alertness. You all are noticing everything happening. So there's a couple things that you all notice. So as you all have gotten to speak with Essex and notice some of the students, you notice that what makes up Essex is a very almost like crystal diamond kind of like texture, but you notice, um, being where you all are, that she is made up inside those crystals of just endless mathematic equations. And what people are doing is that they're understanding and trying to perceive and solve various equations that comprise her structure. Um, Additionally, from the doorway, you all notice a very jovial bear walking across the hallway, just kind of
Oh,
with
this
his
guy.
little strut, with his strut.
Oh boy.
Fuck. Hello, bear.
As as he walks, he just continues forward. He doesn't hear anybody. Um, Tootie, do you just continue holding your little flamingo out, or you want it to do anything?
Is this who I think it is? The
Um,
guy approaching.
no. So yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay.
You know this guy approaching.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just like kind of strut up there.
Okay, you just kind of start. You lead. You you say bye to Essex. You just head on over to Ruxa.
Yeah, I'm like, peace out, Essex, and then I go over to what's her name, Ruxa?
Ruxa, yeah.
I'm like, what's up, Teach?
Oh, Tootie startled me.
That's what I do.
Just that is what you do. You do the thing to startling. Okay. Well, are you ready to be the assistant of anatomy today?
Me?
Yes, you will be the teacher's aide.
I've always dreamed of this. Yes, I'll do it.
Well, we are getting ready for class. We just need to make sure that we are getting the students ready. Um, I'm gonna get everything prepped. If you'll just make sure everybody gets seated, we'll be ready to roll.
Gotcha. Aye, sir. Just a
And
little salute.
what is everybody else doing?
He's sort of lost in thought still.
Okay. Anybody have any other questions for Essex?
No.
Why are you blue? Oh my
This-
god, you can't just ask people why they're blue.
Trudy comes up and starts doing equations. God damn it! Fuck blue. Fuck how?
So now at this point, if nobody has anything else they want to say, um, you all got to kind of get the feeling that class is coming up. Kadeem, you definitely get the feeling that there is a class that is coming up. And you all and you have an idea of where the class is, and we all start to kind of leave Essex's room and get ready to make your way over to Rux's room.
All right, it is time for A and P.
Um, so Alsteri, you have Ifnir right now.
I suppose.
You just start hearing Ifnir all like after y'all are leaving. Was this excess thing that think it's a big deal? Think they're a big deal? I'm a bigger deal than that.
Bigger deal than what?
he just talks about how he's just a big deal, like after just eavesdropping on what Essex is talking about. Let me tell you, Asteria, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not I'm a much bigger deal than you think I am.
I'm sure you are.
And as y'all continue walking, you see where 2D kind of ran a little bit ahead. Everybody starts heading to class. At this point, you see everybody kind of just go into different classes, and then you see like a little plaque that says like Ruxa Anatomy, where 2D is. Do y'all do anything once you're in the hallways?
I'm just heading to class.
Okay. Alrighty. And everybody's following, I presume.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you all head into the anatomy room. As far as this room looks, it is a pretty traditional classroom. It's a pretty traditional college classroom. So the idea is that there is a pretty healthy amount of space for the professor. And then there's different like seating that's kind of leveled. It holds a good amount of people, a good couple dozen. You all are the first to get in there. You see Rexa just getting all his papers ready. um, and then 2D is watching for other people. You see
Teacher,
Rexa.
stay down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
said sit.
the first, 2D, calm down, 2D. No need to. You're at an 11. I need you to be a 10.
I'm just surprised you volunteered to be the anatomy subject.
What?
Well, we're here to dissect a frog, aren't we?
Would never.
I would.
Shatterstar, I would never do that.
Yeah, he'd never do that. Right?
We'd be something else, but no, not 2D, no.
He
So a
would never
different
do it
frog.
to a frog, right?
No. That's for a different study.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's a toad, not a frog.
We
Um,
thought
so-
he was
Cousins.
a toad.
So you all see a big chalkboard message that reads "Welcome to Anatomy" with various animal skeletons displayed in the room, which is kind of funny that we're on the topic of dissecting 2D, but he's like, "No," and there's just random animal skeletons around.
He's a little unnerved.
Yeah, there's quite the array of skeletons, but that's pretty expected. You see different creatures. You can probably discern what creature it once was. Some skeletons might look a little bit intimidating compared to others. So out of curiosity, so with this type of seating, where do you think your characters might sit? Just out of curiosity.
Back
In the
class.
very
In the front, I'm the assistant, bitch.
I would definitely be towards the front,
Okay, gotcha.
but
So
on like an aisle seat.
Okay, gotcha. Very good. So is everybody else in the back, and then you've got Kadim that is kind of in the front.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all are there. So nobody else has arrived yet. You just kind of see Tootie doing her thing, Rexa doing his thing. Um that's now, this is where if y'all have if there's anything that y'all want to like dialogue or having conversations about, go right ahead. If not, we'll proceed to the next. But right now, there's no other students that are in the room yet.
I'm good.
Fucking
Okay.
touch me.
Trudy does not want to talk to any of them unless it's really necessary. There's some PTSD there.
Yeah, same for us.
Well, the only person she's next to is fucking Kadeem, so
True. Alisteria, you notice someone familiar that goes through the rooms, but it's somebody who is not there for school. You see Nocton enter the room.
Okay.
He's looking for you and he sees you. Go to him, or you just what do you do when you see him?
Do the voice, Trevor.
Wait, he's that's Nocton,
Yeah, so
and he found Tootie.
So Nocton goes into the anatomy room. You can tell he's looking for someone, and Nocton looks over and he sees Alisteria, and he's just like waving him down.
Oh, Alisteria! I finally found you, Alisteria.
Oh my lord, have mercy.
Ooh, I hate it.
You said that he's trying to wave me down, like to come over there.
Yeah, he's trying to wave you down. So he's like, Alisteria, Alisteria.
Yeah, I guess I'll go over there.
Okay. He walks over to you. He doesn't know what to say. He's like, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Have you ran into any more of person that you were talking about last night?
Do what? I can't hear you over Mike's click clacking.
open the window. I don't know what's coming up.
Damn.
It's 365.
Those folks are being loud. So Nocton, he kind of has like a bit of a hush conversation. He doesn't quite want Kadeem or Tootie to hear it, but he asks you, "Have you ran into the person you said you ran into last night?"
Not that I'm aware of.
You haven't either, but I don't know. I thought I saw Oracle Yazdi, but she wasn't supposed to be here.
Then it likely wasn't Yazdi.
Well, for the moment, we're going to keep an eye out for Yazdi. If we see her, we know it's not her because she's still gone. She's not back yet.
Where is Mavinda?
Last I saw her, she was flying over Quandrix with some of the other Owlin.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I got a bad feeling, but I'll keep you in touch. I just wanted to check in with you, let you know we haven't found any other updates yet. He's just kind of like he doesn't know what to say. He's just giving you updates.
Yay!
He's like, all right, bye. He just walks out.
She's just gonna return to her seat and
As you do that, you notice some type of like breathing from where you're at with your perception.
gross.
You notice like a
How dare these people breathe in my
Yeah.
presence?
you just notice some breathing that doesn't quite make sense because Kadeem is there, and then it doesn't sound like Tootie is like breathing down your neck or anything. You just notice like some random breathing, and then you said you head back to your seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Ezekiel,
Yes, boss.
buddy,
Chef.
you notice
Yes, chef.
you notice from the corner of the classroom. So like think about just a room, you see the corner. You notice what kind of looks like dried blood from the corner.
Wait, am I that zoned out that I'm like, oh.
The
The mod fucking hurt. That was not worth the joke. That was-
well, your keen mind did soak up almost all the hemomancy knowledge up to this point. So you're pretty tuned in to what
Blood.
dry blood may or may not look like. But you notice there are some remnants of dry blood coming from the crack of the ceiling. But that's all you notice.
Dried blood coming from. So it came from the crack at one point.
It came from the crack at one point, and then it just dried up and stopped. Okay.
I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to be like, oh,
Okay.
you know, this
You
man's
all-
just.
You all notice, as time passes, that no other students have yet arrived.
Oh no. Are we in like a sub dimension?
But it's like a minute left class starts. So, you don't notice that students have, up until a certain time to get there. So they have like a minute left or so. You start to notice that the halls, people are starting to find their area. There's not too many more people there. You do notice, however, that there is a figure that is running to try to get to class on time, and it is Phelan. And so
Man, she's late as fuck.
Is she busy kissing her brother?
Ugh, you just see her make this look of disgust.
A little bit of smoochy.
The quench they cannot be thirsty. Yes.
I believe that is the correct term.
Yes. Thirsty she is.
For her brother?
For her brother's spit.
For her brother's spit?
Among other things.
What? Next you're gonna tell me his sperm?
Shanastar, you like to cook. What's that ingredient? Kind of spicy, starts with a C.
Starts with a
Common.
what?
Common. Yeah, she likes her brother's common. Her?
She likes her brothers coming.
I hate you all.
Me too. Me too.
Me too. Why do you think I'm like this?
Why do you think I'm like this?
Years of trauma.
Trauma dump. So Phelan makes it to the class in time. She just she has that like side head look. I think I'm in the right class. Is this the right class?
Hello, the cool kids that back here.
Oh, okay. And she just slowly makes her way over there, sits with everybody. And as she sits down, Ezekiel. No, I'm sorry, not Ezekiel. Shanastar.
Mm.
So Shanastar, you notice, as Phelan sits down, and just from your perception of sitting down, you notice on Brux's table a key.
Key.
A key. A key that looks familiar to you.
I see. Can I? Okay, cool. I'm gonna do something then.
Okay.
I would like to. Where? I have it somewhere here. I know I do.
Knock on the.
Yes, I'll cast knock on the key.
Is that what you do?
No.
Mm-hmm. just
Open
imagine,
sesame.
just imagine like a little mage hand going. "Mm."
No, I'm going to actually. I want to cast. I would like to cast invisibility
Oh,
on to my familiar and have him go get the key.
okay. And it's no verbal or somatic components.
It is verbal.
You want to try to do it without being detected?
I mean, I can say a magic word. They might not know what the word is.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So,
But I mean, I can also try to do it stealthily as well.
okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I have those. I'm a wizard. I forgot. I have cool shit I can do. Wizard
Mhm.
shit.
You're a wizard, Harry.
It's like, wait, what?
What?
Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to use it as if it was a ritual, so that I don't have to do the verbal component. But using my wizard quill, I can make it an instacast ritual once a day. So it has. So it is quite non-verbal.
Mhm. Oh hell yeah, dude! So your familiar sneaks up and invisibly wherever you want in the classroom.
Yeah, I'm going to take the key and bring it back to me. I want that key.
Okay. So at this moment, we're gonna say that Shannistar. Oh, sorry. Ruxa. As you do that, Ruxa doesn't notice it, but everybody notices something as well when that happens. Ruxa closes the door.
Hmm.
With a pa-
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hey,
with a pa-
everyone's not here.
with a passive perception of 17, Alistair, you notice that he locks the door.
Mm.
Oh shit.
Um, as he locks it, he he fluffs his like coats and he's like, "Well, looks like we got a small class today." He just kind of sits back down and he's doing like little pats and he looks like he's ready to roll. He doesn't notice the key is missing, but you do get the key.
Is that the only way in or out of this classroom?
Um, roll perception. Everybody can roll a perception. Oh
Hi,
no,
Trevor.
Bye.
That's a net one.
that was a negative perception.
21.
Okay.
22.
I am getting. Oh, hello. D&D Beyond work for me.
Oh, he's a fat boy. Another
21.
I'm going to roll all ones the rest of this time.
The rest of the whole campaign.
The
Yeah.
rest of the whole campaign because I got 3 fat thermochods in a row. So
Had three
that's
d20s in a row.
yeah. So that simply means that I'm going to get
Perfect.
ones the rest of the time. I will never see my fat little dragon again.
Damn.
I'm sad.
Rest in peace.
Hey,
I
you
love
saw
how
it
you're
3
making
times.
yourself sad with
I
that.
am making myself sad. I'm sad now. He's fine.
Did you roll the perception, Kadeem?
I did not. My Discord crashed for a second there.
I thought, yeah, I noticed it had like a no image symbol or like something, and then it
Well.
then it went down.
That's a nat 20.
Yo, look at y'all with the freaking 20s tonight. You all notice that the walls are made out of oak. You'll know. No, I'm just kidding. You notice
Yeah.
that there are windows. However, they are windows that are almost designed for air. So they're not if so just for scale, they're 2D size. So they're big enough to like crank open to get some air in, and they're at the very top. I'd say they're about, let's say, 15 feet up. But they the very back of the classroom, they can be used to be opened up. although it's going to be very challenging for anything to get through and out.
Okay.
So you all notice that there is a door that is inside this class. It's almost like what you would think is like a closet. Kadeem, you're right next to this door. This door is not too far from the entrance of the classroom. It's not too far from Tootie or Ruxa, but you too also start to hear some breathing from this area.
Okay.
Um,
Let's see. Can I do a quick scan with my divine sense to see if I can sense anything good or evil?
yeah, absolutely, man. You go right ahead.
Okay, so anything within 60 feet of me that's not behind total cover.
Yeah, so you notice there is a good presence behind the closet, an evil presence from the bleachers, and an evil or from the seating area, and then there's an
Hi,
evil
buddy.
presence. He's just like waving, like me. And you notice an evil presence coming from our boy Ruxa.
Oh,
Oh.
well, uh, I'm gonna stand up out of my seat and let's see. Where I'm sensing this presence, do I see anything there?
I mean, you just see Ruxa. If you stare long enough at Ruxa, he's just gonna be like, "Is everything okay, Kadeem?"
Well, it seems we're missing some students for class.
Oh, it's okay. I think we have all the students that we need to have a good day of education.
Alistair is gonna go ahead and, even though I don't know how the hell he's gonna get in the room, she's gonna try to use the rod and summon knocked him back.
Okay, gotcha. So you do that. Um, as that happens, from the closet, you start to notice the door starting to bow, starting to
shit.
like something
Tom
is
Cruise
coming.
in the closet.
Yeah.
You start to notice the door, like something's trying to get out of this door, and it's trying. It went from there being like you would think there's nothing behind this closet to like thud, thud, and like it's really trying. And Ruxa looks over, and he looks over and goes, "Oh!" And he just kind of what runs over, and out of the door is barreling a bear that is um it kind of has like gold tipped fur. It looks like it's um it looks like it's almost like evolved a little bit, and it's got some pieces of tattered clothes taken off of it, and this bear is like barreling towards Ruxa, and it charges him into the wall, and you just see this figure picked up and then slammed against the back wall, and the figure takes 70 points of damage from that charge. 70 points of damage from that charge.
7-0.
7-0.
The hell?
Goodbye, bear.
Thought
I don't
maybe
know
one
how
day
hard-
we would be the one to kill the bear.
Yeah.
Quick, we have to protect him so we can kill him.
Can you all hear anything in the background?
Our TV just started playing a fucking YouTube video and neither of us are in it.
Oh.
The most fucking like this is the I'm trying to sell this moment and my TV's like, hello and welcome.
Hello,
The
everyone.
game theory.
Well,
Get
our
it,
house is haunted.
Tom.
Time to burn it down.
House is on.
No, I didn't do anything.
No,
was
we
that
don't know that.
I didn't do it.
Trying to blame the dog. Our house is haunted.
What did the doggy do?
He
What's
tried
that
to,
dog doing?
he's trying to blame the dog for starting the YouTube video, when I'm pretty sure we just have a daemon.
Daman.
Our PS5 is how we watch stuff in the living room, and the
PS5?
controller fell into like the corner of the couch, and I think it moved on to a video.
Non-believer. Non-believer.
I think you're wishful thinking there with that PS5.
Sister buddy, you got you a hot dog.
So out of this, so you see this bear, golden tipped fur, just barreling through, charges what looks like Ruxa into the wall. As it slams into the wall, its figure starts to distort and change structure. And what you all see is Lou Ambrose changing from his form.
Oh.
And what you see the bear that pummeled him. You hear from it in a very bellowing voice, "Lou, this ends now." And you
Blue
see
Ambrose took 70 damage. He's a wizard. He's dead.
yeah,
That man dead as hell.
as he returns to form, you see a kind of like a blade kind of conjure into his hand made out of red, and it turns into like a very fine point like sickle, and he with his left hand he jabs it into the side of the bear, and the bear like takes several steps back. And then you see Lou, but he's different than the last time you all saw him, especially so Alistaria, you got to hear Lou. I don't know if you got to see him, but um the source material that sent y'all, his eyes are red. He looks like he's a bit malnourished. Um, he looks like the clothes he's wearing he are not like fresh, like they're dingy clothes that you would think that he would wear if he was in the catacombs for several days, months, however long he was down there. And as he gets his space, the sickle turns into like this blade, and he just kind of said, "Everybody, it is time to see what you have learned in class." And he cuts off his right arm. The arm shrivels up on the ground into this like mummified looking arm, and you just hear from Lou this like, "Oh," it's like guttural, like almost like pain, but it's just it sounds unnatural. And then you just see like blood coming from the arm create a new arm that is just red and glowing. And at this point, you also see not like you hear Nocton like cutting the door down with his weapon and trying to get in. And that is where we're going to end the night.
Alright.
Is it time to duel? Duel.
Couple more D's, you got it.
Man, Tooty's just dragged into all this shit.
You got to be the teacher's assistant. Like this was like big moment for you.
It's not even the teacher.
No, Ruxa was.
It's the
Was.
fake teacher.
I know, we gotta save Ruxa. I want to be the one to kill him. I'm not letting his grandfather get all the glory.
Come on.
So real quickly, so everybody goes to level 6, and then
Oh.
Hootie will go to level 7.
Yeah, everyone-
Bitches.
Everyone except Phelan got it.
That's everybody except Phelan.
Yeah, she's busy sucking her brother off, apparently. Is this true?
Yeah.
Ask
That's what I
her.
spent-
Ask her.
spent-
No.
yeah,
No.
exactly.
Yeah. Just ask her.
Is this true? Because I got some questions for Kalina then.
Yeah, you probably should.
He has the answers.
Told me to message her if anything spicy happens. I can't wait to hop off chat and be like, yeah, you caught your
Hold
brother.
Poor Helena.
Let's see.
They're like sick and
Shit, no, I gotta type faster than her. She's like 10 years younger.
But for this next session, this is going to be. I will go ahead and just give y'all some prerequisites. This session is going to be a big fight. The majority of this evening is going to be combat. It may very well be a session that goes into the later part of 12. But everybody will be here, Tootie included. It's going to be a full party session. So if somebody is not feeling well or has something going on, we're all going to continue showing that awesome support for one another, making sure that whoever's going through anything, is good. And if next week is the week that everybody is here, it's going to go down. It's going to be the session. Also, there's going to be a little epilogue. So I may check in with everybody and say, hey, what do you think your character might do if they don't die this year?
If they don't die.
All right.
But I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank y'all very much for hopping on. We'll definitely hope Clea feels well soon. Ellie, thank you very much for joining us again. Tootie's a blast as always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get fucked, Ellie. Still mine first.
Thanks for inviting me again. I love playing 2D and I love playing in this little campaign. It's so cute.
Are you gonna be here next week?
That's the plan.
Okay, I didn't know if you like bitch slapped your frog into another game or something.
If I slip my what?
Yeah,